Good afternoon, good morning, and thank you for joining the Randy Jackson Coaching Show for the week. We just finished week 3. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Kim Assad and Kim Assad Realtors, for her unwavering support to the program and to the whole staff and program that we're walking into this week. And want to talk about the Weatherford game. Coach, we were playing a Weatherford team that was 2-0. Coming into the game last year. They did defeat us last year, so there was a lot of planning that went on in the game. And, you know, Coach, we had over 500 yards total offense. What overall comments just offensively?
By far the best game I think we've played since I've been here, you know, so that would be 14 games. I was just so happy with how we executed. Felt like anytime we needed 5 yards for a first down, we got 6. Anytime we needed 4 yards for a first down, we got 5. Allen was 38 out of 48 throwing it. We ran the ball okay. The biggest difference was we were successful on first down, and it opened the playbook up for us like we needed it to. I'm just real proud of our execution. 'Cause again, you know, at 500 yards, it's hard to get 500 yards, and we had a couple of big penalties at the end, or really we would have been closer to 6. So really, it was just a great team effort. Had I think 5 kids catch at least 4 passes or something. So we spread the ball around, and it was a great win. Offensively, just what a turnaround from the week before. So really proud of us offensively.
I think offensively that was the highest production yardage-wise in your tenure here at Grapevine. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
The first game of North Crowley, we had a pretty good production and all, but it was, I think, just a little bit more this week, and so it was good to see.
Absolutely, and what I really liked was the control of the game that you had from the very beginning. You drove down on the first drive and really took a lot of time off the clock, really spread the ball around, good run-pass ratio, and really set the tone for the game. I mean, you're up 19-0, and they scored going into halftime. You know, you had the ball game in control, but I think controlling the football changed their game plan, and that's where the defense came in. I saw a lot of things on defense that, you know, we just really haven't seen. Sacks, blitzes, passes getting knocked down. I mean, the defense was swarming the football.
Oh, they did great. Again, and that, if you had to choose, you always just want to play great defense, and I was so proud of them. And I felt like the touchdown we gave up right before half gave Weatherford a little bit of hope. We went down there and kicked the field goal, and that didn't. But so they had a little momentum going in at halftime. We talk about the first 5 minutes all the time of the second half, and I felt like our guys did a great job of stopping them, and then we took control of the game again. But our defense, I just can't say enough about our defense. Just gives you a chance when you can shut people down, and we just took they have big receivers. We did a great job. They've hit people on some certain screen passes. We took that out of the game. You know, they break one long run, and other than that, we shut them down pretty well on defense.
Well, they had several 3rd and plus 10s that they were dealing with, and of course, you know, as well as anybody, you know, those 3rd and long yardage situations really do impact your ability to convert or execute against those type of yardage, and that's all the defense is really stepping up and really taking control of the game. Overall, I thought the game was a wonderful game. If you didn't attend that game, you really missed some very high intensity. I think Weatherford came to that game thinking that, well, here comes Grapevine, we're going to be 3-0 after it, but we had a little surprise for them. And Coach, you guys really did coach a great game. The kids played well, and overall it was just a relentless effort of, we're going to win this game. They knew they were going to win the game.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a brand of football we're trying to get. It's our culture we're trying to establish here, and we're proud of it. It's a stepping stone. It's just like the Heritage game wasn't going to define our season. That game doesn't either, but it's good progress, and we've got to build on it this week because we've got an opponent that's really probably a little bit better this week.
Well, let's talk about Arlington Heights. Been a successful program for years. Last year had a very good season. Went, I don't know, 2 or 3 deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, we're 12-1.
Yeah, and they were 12-1. That's right. What are we going to see from Arlington Heights? What do you expect?
We're going to see a physical football team. I think I underestimated last year just how physical they would be. So we're going to see a physical football team with a quarterback who had threw 25 touchdown passes with no interceptions, but he's committed to North Texas as a receiver. He probably rushed for close to 300 yards against us last year. I could probably look it up, but it was impressed me, so I'm not going to. They've got a great running back, but the quarterback and the running back are both averaging over 8 yards a carry. So it's pretty simple. The recipe's simple. It's just getting it done. But stopping the run is what we've got to do. There's no secret to that. I mean, they can throw it when they need to. They've thrown it 15 times in 2 games. So it's a little different. It's a contrast in styles, but they're a physical football team. They've got a defensive lineman committed to SMU that's about 270. So it seems like everybody's got a big old D lineman that's good, and they've got theirs. And I read somewhere today where we got embarrassed last year, and that was a correct statement. And so we will not underestimate them. And I told the team Monday that I'm calling this Bi-District 1.0, that this is a playoff type of opponent, that if we lose, we don't have to stop playing. It's not lose and go home. But these are the kind of people, if you're going to make a playoff run, these are the kind of people you have to beat.
Right.
So I think it's a great opportunity. It's like a playoff game at home for us, and it's a great tune-up before district, but it'll be a physical football game. We're going to have to really understand that going in, that it's going to be grown man football.
Well, we had 3 opponents in a row that were all 6A programs. This is our first 5A program, highly ranked in the state, based on some polls that I've done some research on. So what do we have to do to move the football against Arlington Heights? I mean, their offense, we know what we're running into. But what about on the defensive side of Arlington Heights?
Defensively, I really believe they're a man-based coverage team, so I think they're going to roll down on us some. What we did against Weatherford was that they played off, and we took the gifts. We call them gifts. When we can complete short passes, a hitch, or we can complete a little in route to Coffin, or those are gifts. And I don't think that Arlington Heights is going to give us any gifts. So I think they're going to walk up and make us earn everything. And so there's certain passing concepts that are zone passing concepts, and some that are man passing concepts, and we'll play more man passing concepts. We expect to see man, and we expect them to load the box and see it. They're going to probably make us see if we can pass block them, and so it won't be a. We had 5 drives last week of 10 plays or more, and I don't know if I've ever had 5 drives of 10 plays or more. Really proud of it. It'll be a little tougher this week. It'll probably be a little tougher to get 4 or 5 yards at a pop. They're going to walk up and it'll probably be a little bit more feast or famine this week.
Well, the game is Friday night here at Mustang Panther Stadium at 7:30. If you haven't joined the tailgates, I invite you to come out and join the Booster Club tailgate. It's been really well attended the last couple of home games, and been a great festive atmosphere and really good fellowship. So I invite you to come out for that. I would like to again thank our sponsor, Kim Assad and Kim Assad Realtors, for supporting the Randy Jackson Show, and we shall see you next week, same time, same place. Thank you.